Check the description for the following discount codes. I thought I'd just have to bring this to people's attention. If you're in the market for a wheelbase right now, Fanatec's Black Friday week has started today. They are going to be adding new deals every day from now until the 24th, and the offers will continue through till end of Cyber Monday, 27th of November, while stocks last. Now, the reason this is important and why I'm making the video is because you can now buy their 25 Newton meter DD2 direct drive wheelbase for half price. 799.95, 47% off, so as close to half price as you're ever going to get. It's basically half price. That is a ridiculous price for a 25 Newton meter wheelbase. If we put that in comparison to the Fanatec wheelbase, their Invicta, which is 27 Newton meters, so you've got 2 Newton meters extra, which is nothing when you're going from 27 down to 25. You wouldn't feel it in use. That is 1,300 euros. So 800 euros, 1,300 euros. A 500 euro difference for a wheelbase that is just as powerful. Now, don't get me wrong, the Fanatec wheelbases are smoother and a little bit more detailed. Again, a bit smoother and a bit more detailed. But for the price difference, you'd forgive that. In reality, it's not something, unless you go back to back on the wheelbases, it's not something you'll really notice. And the smoothness, particularly, when I say about smoothness, the Fanatec wheelbase, you can kind of feel the sort of magnetic notchiness if you just like grab a wheel or the center shaft with 2 fingers and just turn it, especially when it's powered off. You can almost feel it going from sort of magnet to magnet to magnet inside its housing, if that is what it is you can feel. But in use, you never feel it. I'm still using my DD1 now and have been for a couple of years, and I bought that, it wasn't sent to me by Fanatec, it wasn't a sponsorship. I'm using it because I bought it, even though I have the Fanatec wheelbases here, because there's no urgency for me to swap it over. And I was waiting for the appropriate brackets to fit it to my rig, and also for a universal quick release that I could fit my Sparco rally wheel to as well. So I will be swapping it over, but I've had no issues, even though I've had those Fanatec bases here for months, no issues using my DD1, because in use, it is just as good as any of the other wheelbases. We're very picky and finicky as sim racers when it comes to the high end and the nuances and the subtle differences. And I have to be as a reviewer as well. So the Fanatec base, the force feedback is not as smooth and it is not as refined or as detailed as the Fanatec bases. But for 500 euros less, you get the same power, and only the most picky of people are going to notice. I really don't think that's a bad deal at all. And also, you've got to think about ecosystems when you're buying a new wheelbase. Because if you buy a powerful wheelbase like this, you're not going to change it for years, realistically, unless it breaks or something. Fanatec's got a big established ecosystem. Lots of different steering wheels, lots of different pedals, shifter, handbrake, the lot. It's all there. And also, they have console compatibility on some of their wheelbases as well. But more importantly, even a bad product, and this is definitely not a bad product, becomes a viable option when you pay the right money for it. If your budget is 790, if your budget's 800 euros, you want to go buy a DD2. That's really all there is to it. Unless you don't care about having high torque figures. If that doesn't bother you, then you might choose one of the new Fanatec offerings, in fact. But if having lots of power is important to you, lots of torque, which also translates to response times and what have you, you really can't go wrong for 800 euros. It's as good as it gets for that money. And it also comes with the new Fanatec QR2 as well. So no longer do we have to spank ourselves in the face when we're removing one of our steering wheels. And that small amount of play that used to be in the QR1 is, of course, completely gone as well. So yeah, take a peek. Today we've got the Podium DD2 for 799.95, half price, just ridiculous. We've also got 2 packages. Have I started the screen capture on this? Yes, I have. We've also got 2 other packages available right now, which I believe is, it's the DD1, which is a 20 Newton meter wheelbase. That's what I actually still use over there. And that comes with the BMW GT2 version 2 wheel and the quick release version 2 for 99995, so €1,000, 31% off. And then the other bundle is the Fanatec Podium Racing Wheel RS. So you've got circular wheel versus a D-shaped wheel with the BMW one. And again, same thing, the DD1, 20 Newton meter wheelbase, and the QR2 quick release for €1,000 as well. Again, 31% off. You just really can't go wrong with these deals. I don't know whether they're trying to shift these now because they're going to be replacing them with newer 20 Newton meter and 25 Newton meter wheelbases. Maybe that's what they're going to do. They've just released their 12 and 16, and obviously we've got the 5/8 Newton meter CSL DD. It's been around for a while now, so maybe these are being replaced. Who knows? But right now, a half price DD2 for those of you that want a girthy wheelbase, you really can't go wrong. What else did it say here? So yeah, offering new deals every day until Friday the 24th. So check back every day, basically. Who knows what else they might put up, different wheels, pedals, the shifter, the handbrake, who knows what else. And all these deals will continue until the end of Cyber Monday, which is the 27th, while stock lasts. All offers are limited in quantity, especially if we think they're getting rid of these DD bases, the Podium ones, because they're going to replace them with newer ones. They probably have only got a very limited stock. So anyway, link in the description to the Fanatec site. If you need a wheelbase, regardless of what you were perhaps looking at, for that sort of money, if you want a powerful 25 Newton meter base, 79995. You really can't go wrong. Anyway, have a nice weekend. Thank you all for watching and take it easy.